Today's video, I'm going to be hitting on some heavy-hitting topics. The truth is stranger than fiction. Thank the Most High that He was protecting me, because you know you're one of the chosen ones. And question everything, guys. I love that mural where it says question everything, and then it says why next to it, question mark. It's simple yet very clever. You keep being kind and being honest and being a decent person in mind, while being the realest motherfucker you can be too. Gay. Masculinity and almighty spirituality. This world we live in right now, this world is a giant shit test, controlled by the controllers. And there's only a small percentage of us, less than 10%, that are gonna pass this shit test from the controllers. And if you rock with what I've said in this video, you're probably one of them. Only a small percent will be able to identify and detach from it. And we are the true non-drifters. We are the true red pill men. We're the true masculine mercenaries. When you buy into the system and you glorify material possessions as if they're the in-all and be-all and what to be obtained in this life, you don't have to be convinced in this slavery. It's voluntary. You volunteered to the system. The consumeristic, diabolical system, we volunteer for it. I don't. And hopefully you don't either. When you're at least down with the Most High, when you're at least down with redemption, you are on your purpose regardless, because it isn't about the riches we accumulate in this world. Yes, they're a plus. Yes, they're nice. However, we should be generous when we do accumulate them. And realize that if our heart, mind, and spirit are in the right place, we have something much greater to look forward to. To get better, you have to be totally disgusted with your weaknesses. Everything I improved in my life, I was repulsed by it. You have to identify what you despise about yourself. That is not a good, manly behavior. A good masculine behavior, and eliminate it, work on it as much as possible. You have to basically hit rock bottom in disgustingness for yourself. On a separate note, it's like diets have a 90% failure rate, and it's because you're going on a diet. Like, my diet is my diet. To me, there's no such thing as going on a diet. My diet are the foods that I eat on a regular basis. And that has a 100% success rate. It's because it's the shit I eat every day. However, it isn't do what thou wilt. You don't want to approach masculinity and alpha behavior from an evil perspective. To me, being alpha and being masculine is being Christ-like. And I'm working on it myself. Because contrary to popular belief and misinterpretations and skewing of words, contrary to popular belief, Jesus, Yeshua as I like to call him, he was a masculine dude. A kind, righteous, masculine dude. But unlike him, we're flawed. And thank you for giving us a pass as long as we believe. Because a lot of these prosperity teachings you get from self-improvement gurus and things of that nature are a lot less about spirituality and accumulating riches here on earth. Yes, you want to live a comfortable life. Yes, you want to have stuff. Because if you don't help yourself, you can't help others. If you don't have money, you can't donate money. And no doubt, it's cool to have nice stuff. But it's not about the riches we accumulate here. It's about the riches we'll accumulate after the fact. Be careful with some of these prosperity and motivational teachers. We can all get valuable information from everybody. But like I said, question everything, because some of this, and question me too, obviously, but a lot of these prosperity teachers are talking about, it's the new age doctrine of devils. They're talking about this I am is the interpreted, that's the name of God. That's blasphemy. And for the most part, there are rare exceptions, but for the most part, there are no good mentors, masculine mentors in the system. There might be some that have some red pills in them and they give them out, but they're rare. Question everything. I'll emphasize that again. Everybody, they're encouraging it in this world, and feelings, emotions. Feelings equals misery. When you can detach yourself and be more logical and centered the way the Most High intended us to be, you're gonna suffer a lot less. Because in my book, having no social anxiety and no fear and no care for what other people think is the ultimate freedom in life. It's the ultimate form of self-improvement. But it doesn't mean don't be a kind-hearted man. Sometimes I think of Aleister Crowley's do what thou wilt thing when I hear some of these men preaching these alpha principles. Like, yes, you do want to be selfish to a certain extent, because ultimately you can help others more when you preserve yourself. It's like when they instruct you for the emergency procedures on an airplane. You want to put your mask on first. You want to preserve yourself first. Otherwise, you can't help anybody else when your life is in danger. Being a good man and purpose is being dedicated to something that you feel is right, good, and noble. Something you're willing to die for. That's what purpose is. It's something you're willing to die for. That is the true drive and the true masculine force that men are missing. Willing to die for something. Something good, something right, something noble and just. I'm not gloating, but I know I am. Are you? Because I know a lot of you are. And we have to stop worrying about chasing booty and whamming. Identify that thing. Identify what you want. Have that purpose-driven masculinity, and the women will follow. If they don't right away, they will eventually. And there can be some that can come along for the ride, but don't make that your number one priority. It doesn't lead to happiness. And a lot of the time it doesn't end well, especially in commitments and things of that nature. Worry less about that. Let them chase. Worry about that thing that you're willing to die for. And that thing you're willing to die for shouldn't be a whammon. No offense to y'all whammon. In regards to female nature, conspiracy theories, whatever you consider the red pill, we've got to stop trying to change. We have good intentions in our heart, but we've got to stop trying to change the blue pill betas and weak motherfuckers in this society, because they ain't ever gonna get it. And even though I'm not a huge proponent of being worldly and too egotistic anyways, I'm gonna get into that more in a minute. They make us look better anyways as men. We've just recently seen a small glimpse of how quickly things can escalate to seriously bad. And I think this should be a lesson for all of us to get as prepared as possible for even more turbulent circumstances in the near future. If you ask my opinion, it's coming. Get mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared now. We don't believe that we're stardust from a big random explosion. We believe we're here for a purpose and a reason, and to do something specifically powerful in the world. I thank the Most High for everything I have, and remind yourself, I'm gonna have to deal with narcissistic, ignorant, and deceitful people today. That's just how the world is. Mentally predispose yourself to it on a daily basis. In my opinion, World War III started a long time ago, and it's against masculinity and purpose, and they've done a pretty darn good job accomplishing what they've accomplished. And in my opinion, that's why there's so many broken, depressed women too, is because they've taken the masculine essence away from men. And a woman's spirit thrives off that masculine essence, that masculinity. And they're not getting it anymore either. So everything's in disarray, and women aren't feeling fulfilled either. But ask yourself, could you kill an animal to consume it? I'm sure most of us could if we were hungry enough, but on a daily basis, could you kill another cute little mammal for your own consumption? Because I tell you, when my stomach's growling, them geese across the street by the river look pretty damn tempting. And in this world, y'all know what I mean when I say they. That's the part of this matrix, this system, is that they've taken away the far majority, the far percentage amount of a man's masculine creative ability to find his purpose. Come to terms with your own mortality and realize that you're not going to live forever, and life is very short. In this modern culture, even though there's more horror movies and things of that nature, we don't, compared to older times, compared to let's say medieval times or Greco-Roman times, we aren't exposed to as much death. Like, how many people, and I'm really sorry if you have, I don't want to bring back any bad memories for specifically you if you've seen such a thing, but how many people have seen severed heads lying around in real life? We're so detached from real death. I'm not saying you specifically, but in general as a society. Don't let your success with women dictate your self-confidence and your image of yourself, because that's low-level shit anyways. That has the amount of punana you got on your belt has no weight in how much of a man you are. There's a lot of popular channels right now that like to consider the term chosen ones. They say we're the chosen ones. I prefer the term, shout out to Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil, I prefer the term non-drifters. The drifters are the blue pill weak ones that just don't get it. There's too many people that do stuff to kill time, and a lot of the things they do to kill time is destructive behavior. They're killing themselves to kill time. This might sound crazy, but I don't believe there is actually such thing as luck. I think we have predestined paths that we can take, and different circumstances lead to different conclusions. However, I don't believe there is such thing as specifically luck in this life. That can specifically pertain to women too. That even if you're on your game and everything's on point, if you're not getting the female attention or the specific female that you want, that could be the Most High looking out for you. Personally, I feel we have to stop arguing about female nature and on us what it takes to be a good man, and just start implementing things that make you a better man. Don't worry about what the next man is doing. Concern yourself with your own growth. I'm out of here. Peace.